Maxi Priest has helped set the standard and perfected the art of reggae fusion. Though some industry experts and insiders might find it at times difficult to musically describe him, they can't deny the quality and uniqueness of his work. He's known for his distinct and melodious blend of reggae with a heavy pop, R&B, and even dancehall influence. As the saying goes, music is universal, and Maxi has allowed this expression to come to life through his musical style. British reggae artist of Jamaican descent, Max Alfred Elliott, known by his stage name Maxi Priest, was born on June 10, 1961 in Lewisham, London. The second to last of 9 children, his parents moved everyone from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica to London, England in the late 1950s to provide more opportunity for their family. But his parents never left Jamaica in their hearts. As a result, Maxi says he and his siblings were raised in a very Jamaican way. When they stepped outside the family home, however, they were constantly under attack from real Brits, hurling racial slurs and telling them to go back to where they came from. His father was a steelworker in a factory, while his mother devoted her life to Christianity. She was a missionary at a Pentecostal church and lead singer for the church choir. When asked by Reggaeville.com in 2019 if he always wanted to become a singer, Maxi said, "I guess so, but not consciously. I never sat down saying I want to become a singer. I don't remember me doing that. I just did it naturally because I just had something inside me that inspired me to sing. Everybody in my family sang. We all did. Sometimes one would be in one room singing and the other in the other. It was just a natural thing for us." I guess the word professional came later on, but from a very young age, my uncles, my aunts, my brothers and sisters, my friends, everybody that I grew up with always encouraged me to sing. My mother would always want me to sing gospel music. My dad always wanted me to sing some country and western. My sisters, Michael Jackson and R&B stuff. My brothers, some Burning Spear, Dennis Brown, a lot of reggae music. And it just went on like that, as an everyday situation. Sadly, Maxi's father would pass away when he was 14 years old. We left school very early because my dad died when I was just 14, so we had to grow up very fast and take on the responsibilities, the house and my mother, so I was working on building sites from a very young age. I started out doing demolition work and simple stuff which I was doing at home anyway, and I drifted from that into trying to find a trade, trying to find something that would sustain me as a person. That's where I worked myself into carpentry. Maxi entered the pop world through the informal, grassroots channels of the late 1970s British reggae scene. He started by working for several years on several sound systems, the mobile DJ systems that have been a cornerstone of both British and Jamaican reggae. He explained further to the LA Times in 1991, "I used to build cabinet boxes and I moved up and started to play the records, just rapping or DJing over the B-sides. Gradually, I just started to sing around the sound system and the people started to encourage me." The sound system experience actually offered Maxi something beyond learning the ropes. One particular system he was associated with, Saxon Studio International, was so popular it was regularly hired in major urban centers throughout England. We were one of 6 sound systems that had live performances, so everybody around the country wanted to hear and see it. Our tapes would be sent to Jamaica and America, so people knew about me from listening to those cassette tapes even before I had the record out. That record was his first single, Hey Little Girl. When it shot to number 8 in the British reggae charts in 1983, Maxi began his singing career in earnest. After co-producing Philip Levi's 1984 song, Me God, Me King, and witnessing it become the first UK reggae song to hit number 1 in Jamaica, Maxi was inspired to form a band of his own called Caution. He dropped his debut album, You're Safe, the following year. The traditional reggae album yielded several popular singles in the UK. The next year, he followed up with Intentions. Again, several of the singles made it onto the UK singles chart, including his cover of Van Morrison's Crazy Love. Maxi would first experience international fame when he released his self-titled third album in 1988. He drew a mainstream audience with covers of The Persuaders, Some Guys Have All the Luck, and the Cat Stevens classic, Wild World. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Though he was reluctant to record the latter song, it ended up being the one track on the album to bring him the most attention. In a 2023 interview with the Jamaica Gleaner, he explained how it came to be. "My manager, Erskine Thompson, brought it to me when I was a young, rebellious artist. It wasn't until I entered the studio with Sly and Robbie and Willie Lindo that they encouraged me to give it a try. Reluctantly, I sang the song, and now I'm truly grateful that I did. It taught me the importance of being open-minded and receptive to advice and wisdom from those who came before me. I must give a big shout out to Cat Stevens for writing such an awesome song. Thank you. 1990's Bonafide would finally give Maxi chart-topping success with the hit Close to You, going to number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and the top 10 in several countries. He kept the momentum going the following year with featured appearances on Shabba Ranks' song House Call, which made it into the top 40 on the Hot 100, and Set the Night to Music with Roberta Flack, which climbed all the way to number 6 on the same chart. While he started off the 90s with a bang, Maxi wouldn't be able to sustain it. The other 3 albums he'd release, 1992's For Real, 1996's Man with the Fun, and 1999's Combination, wouldn't do anywhere near as well on the charts as his previous work. For Real and Man with the Fun did, however, score Grammy nominations for Best Reggae Album. One single that did do well off Man with the Fun was That Girl with Shaggy. It came in at number 20 on the Hot 100, number 15 on the UK singles chart, and put up moderately successful numbers in a handful of other countries. The 2000s brought the albums To the Max in 2005 and Refused in 2007. The former includes the dancehall anthems Full 100 and Sweata Go Bus, featuring Beres Hammond, while the latter was a one-of-a-kind earbook with beautiful pictures and insights to Maxi's life, plus 15 previously unreleased songs. After a several-year-long hiatus, he came back in 2014 with Easy to Love. It includes 12 new songs highlighting his earliest musical influences, roots, and lovers rock reggae. 2019's It All Comes Back to Love and 2020's United State of Mind rounded out his last full bodies of work for the decade and to date. At the 2025 Reggae Gold Awards, Maxi was inducted into the Jamaica Music Museum Hall of Fame. Reflecting on his profound connection to Jamaica and the significance of this moment in his remarkable career, he told the Sunday Gleaner, "To receive anything from Jamaica, any award at all, my parent ground, my home ground, it's spiritual. It's beyond words for me. I grew up in England, one of 9 siblings, but our home was always Jamaica. So to get that connection and recognition from the Jamaican people means everything." He added that he dedicates the honor to his late parents, his siblings, and his entire family, underscoring the personal significance of this achievement. "I wish my parents were alive. I really wish they were. This award is for my brothers, my sisters, my kids, and my family. It's beyond words. Respect and blessings to all the pioneers who paved the way and to the new artists who will continue to fly the flag high." Even with a long history of success, Maxi Priest doesn't appear to be slowing down, with a full touring schedule and new music in the works. There's a lot more music coming out this year. Good music, whole heap of tour, always touring. And yeah, just look out for it.